Problematic customers are back, and they're here to wreak havoc in your business, and we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show was brought to us by housecleaning360.com. It's an international database of the best and the brightest home service providers. That includes your house cleaners, it includes your pest control people, carpet cleaners, painters, people that do pressure washing, people that lay patios and decks. It's a 360 view of the perfect home. You only need to go to one spot, housecleaning360.com. All right, now on to our problematic customers, because if you understand these things, this can totally revolutionize the rest of your cleaning business. All right, here we go. Red flag number 6, they micromanage the way you clean. Let's suppose, for example, that you do get the job. Yay! And then they stand over your shoulder and they tell you how to do your job. That's going to make you crazy, okay? You are the business owner or you work for the cleaning company. Let's suppose that you're just a house cleaner. But you don't need someone else who doesn't do your job coming in telling you how to do your job. Lady, if you knew how to do the job, you would be doing it your own self. You would not have hired me for this job. The reason you hired me was because you wanted me to bring you my expertise, right? Does that make sense? So this problematic customer who's telling you how to do your job, not cool. Totally not cool. All right, red flag number 7, they chat the entire time you clean. Like they stand over your shoulder. Maybe they're not micromanaging you, but they're going to tell you their whole life story. And they're going to tell you all their problems. Well, guess what? You're not a therapist. You're a house cleaner. And I make a joke. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but I make a joke when I have that customer. I say, you know what? When I'm chatting, I'm not working. And out of respect to you, when you come in and you chat, I feel that you need 100% attention. So when you come in to chat with me, I'm going to stop cleaning and I'm going to give you my 100% undivided attention. And you're still paying me for the time. So I will listen as long as you want to talk. But I'm not going to be able to clean your house at the same time. And then they're like, oh, well, if I'm paying you, then I better get out of your way. Yeah, thank you. And not to be ugly and not to be mean, but when I'm chatting, I'm not working. And out of respect to you, I will give you the courtesy of 100% of my attention. All right, red flag number 8. They become the client who doesn't pay. Now, a lot of problematic customers love this game. Well, the check is in the mail. No, it isn't. The Postal Service has this down to a system. They've been delivering mail for years. And every day for the last 6 weeks, your check never came. So they did not screw up every day for 6 weeks. That did not happen. You did not send me a check. Or they'll say, oh, I forgot to write you a check. Well, great. I have a credit card system. I can accept your credit card right now over the phone. Let me take it right now over the phone. Well, no, I don't like to give my credit card number out over the phone. And they will put you off. They will put you off with the money and they will put you off and put you off. Why don't you come over to my office and pick up a check? And you go, great. And you get in your car and you drive 20 minutes across town. And when you get there, they're not there because they're putting you off again because it's a control thing. They're going to push you around as long as they can because it's a control thing. That's what they do. They are there to make your life miserable. All right. Red flag number 9. They don't want to deal with you, the employee. You're nobody. You're just the employee. I want to deal with your boss. Okay, well, I am the boss, and so you have to deal with me. No, I want to talk to your supervisor. Okay, if you're the employee and you have a supervisor, your supervisor needs to empower you to solve the problem right there in the spur of the moment. Because every time you go back to your manager, you're now wasting your manager's time or your owner's time to have them solve a problem that you yourself are right there in the thicket of it. You know the customer, you know all the details. You should be empowered to solve the problem. And if you are the boss and you have empowered your employees to solve the problem, when this this is not a high maintenance customer, I'm sorry, a problematic psychopathic customer calls you with all this chaos, you need to back up the employee. Whatever the employee said, that is what we're going to do. I have empowered my employee to solve your problem. And if my employee said this was the result of the situation, that is the result of the situation. Thank you so much for your call. Can I help you with anything else? And you have to back up that employee because they know what's going on. They're in the thicket of it. They're the one that has to do the work, and they're the one that has to face the customer again. So if you go above their head and you solve the problem with the customer and you cut them out of it, you have just made a mortal enemy now who's face to face with your customer, who is already a mortal enemy. This is not good. Not good. So when a customer says, well, I only want to talk to your supervisor, I promise you don't. I am the person that is right here in front of you right now. There is one person that is empowered to help you solve this problem, and that person is me. If I may help you, I would love to do that. But if you go above my head, all bets are off. Okay? And you have to create those boundaries right now, because that customer will make your life miserable, going above your head, going to your boss, trying to get you fired. All right. Number 10, they want to use special cleaning products that they choose, but they want you to pay for them. Like, oh, you can only use Bona on my hardwood floors. Okay, then you must provide it. If you are going to request a specific product for something in your house that is not standard for the rest of the customers that I have, you must provide that specific solution or detergent. I'm not going to run out and buy special supplies, detergents or solutions or whatever for customers just because they have a preference. That is not how our company works. We have a whole line of products that we are familiar with, that we are trained with, and we are trained on your types of surfaces. And so if you want me to step out of line and use something that I'm unfamiliar with and I have not been trained to use, or something that's just more expensive than what we normally provide, you yourself will have to provide that. And make it very clear up front how that works. Because then when they run out of supplies, they just expect you to run out and buy more. Why? Because they said so. They're being a bully. Don't go for that. All right, so that's it for today. And tomorrow we are going to be back with part 3 out of 3 on problematic customers, because we want you to get this right so that it doesn't wreck your business from here on out. All righty, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.